Hey, Colin. Yesterday, or not yesterday, but the other day, you asked, how do I feel about vaping as opposed to cigarettes and etc. Honestly, I'm not the one doing it, so it's not affecting my body. I'm not the one inhaling all the toxins and whatever, so I don't really care. But, when somebody's, blowing smoke into the room and filling it up and it's, bothering me, that's when I have a problem with it. So, whatever you do, like, in the comfort of your own space is cool. But, like, what you were saying about it being in bars, yeah, I totally agree because the last thing I want is, four or five people, smoking cigarettes or vaping and blowing smoke all over, and I can't even see, who was ever sitting next to me because of all the smoke. Like, that's terrible. Like, just you, like, just the one vape, what is it called? E-cig, just going off in my basement made it all cloudy. And that was just one. I imagine just like four or five of these people going at it in a confined space, like a basement or a bar. Like, I wouldn't like that. So I hope that adequately answers your question, but now moving on to more importantly what you said before about being happy. You want to be happy for your job, and that's amazing. Um, I always tend to remember the phrase, if you do what you love, you'll never actually work a day in your life. And that is completely true by being happy and doing what you love. So that's perfect that, even though you don't know specifically, you know you want to be something that you actually like. I don't think anybody has the intent of, oh, I'm just going to work this job and just make lots of money because blah. But I guess some people might do that. They might think, oh, how can I make the most money and provide the most for my family? And I don't care about my happiness as long as my kids, get the best stuff. So really, it's just two different ways of thinking. I guess I don't know. I would prefer to be happy over making a ton of money, and I feel like most people would agree. So the other day, I asked you, do you want this to go on for like 3+ years or however long we can? And you said yes, because things change and it's a great way to stay in contact with each other. And that's true. A lot can happen in 3 years. Like, after I saw your response, I started thinking not forward, but back 3 years. And I just realized how different things were. Like, a lot of my friends that are my core friends right now, I either didn't know or they were just kind of like acquaintances. It's crazy to think that, some of my best friends I don't really talk to anymore. As an example of what I mean, I have this. It is a recreation of the Wayfinder from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Um, Now, I had these made by a neighbor of mine who was, doing stained glass for a while, and that's another thing into the past. He doesn't do it anymore. But he made four of them, one for myself and three of my very good friends. Two of those friends I don't talk to anymore. And at the time, I made these stars for us because I thought we were going to be, like those three characters. Like, I thought we were going to be, a team. I thought we were going to be, friends forever. But two of them I don't even talk to anymore. But as you know, Colin, I did get some more stars. They weren't made by my neighbor because he no longer does it, but I did order some very similar to this that I could find on the internet, and my friend, have one of those, along with a couple other of my very, very close friends now. So it is crazy how we can look back, 3 years and not even realize, during the events, how much has changed. Like, we don't realize until afterward that things are so different. I think a big reason of this is because of school. Like, the friends you have in high school are your friends that you're seeing every day at school. And then after school is over, like, after you graduate, you only hang on to a couple of those friends. The rest are just your school friends. Like, you don't see them anymore. And that's really disappointing that people just lose touch like that. I mean, making this project with you has made me want to reach out to some of those old friends. And I don't know if I will. It's really crossing my mind and I kind of want to. So I'm on the fence if I'm actually going to or not. As for what I was saying about my Wayfinder, it's kind of like a bittersweet thing, because originally it was for my 3 friends from, years ago, but, they're gone now, and that's a sad memory, but at the same time, I kind of redid the memory with my new friends, so now when I look at this, I think of my new friends and it's happy, but I also think of my old friends and how they're not around anymore, and it's sad. And just like my Wayfinder, I also have this. Kingdom Hearts fans will recognize this. It's a Powpoo fruit. And Kingdom Hearts fans know the story of the Powpoo fruit. As you can see, this is obviously half, and you can probably guess who might have the other half, and you also may guess from the tone of my voice that it didn't quite work out. So, little mementos like this and my Wayfinder, they can be such happy memories, and at the same time so sad. It's just, Colin, is it worth having things like these? Like, I mean, you can replace them and with new memories, but I don't know, like, I guess it's got to be the way you associate your memories with these objects. Like, as long as I remember the good times when I see this, then I should never be sad. Like, it's hard to look at this and not think of, the way things ended. But I'm sorry, guys. This is a lot of memories. So I really wanted this video to be about friends and being connected and losing connections, but I feel like I kind of took a weird turn on, like, keepsakes. But regardless, friends are there for a reason, and if you lose touch with them, then that's okay. Your really important friends are gonna be there forever. Colin, you're gonna be my best friend forever, and our friend Patrick is gonna be there forever. Like, we have that kind of relationship. So I guess my real question is, what are, connections that are worth hanging on to? I mean, it's a personal choice, don't you think? I mean, you gotta decide for yourself what's worth hanging on to and what's not. Like, is said person really my friend, and do I form this great, strong connection with them that will withstand the test of times, which I know ours will? I mean, hell, we're doing videos together. This is crazy. Or is it something you just kind of let go, like, with your friends in high school? Like, you see them in the street and you just kind of casually make small talk, and then you don't see that person again. Like, how do you decide which ones you keep and which ones you let go? It's a real... Now, Colin, I realize that rambling of a question is really complex and really hard to answer, so I'm not going to make you answer it. That question is just kind of like a food for thought kind of thing. You don't have to elaborate in your next video just because I don't want you to go crazy. So my real question for you is, do you have any fun little keepsakes like this from friendships, or, for family or anything like that? Obviously you've got a Wayfinder from me, but do you have anything else? I'm just curious, and I would love to, hear what other people have down in the comments. So if you guys are watching this and, want to share these kinds of things, type it out in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys do and, have to share. So, Colin, I'm sorry for getting a little tripped up back there. Reminiscing about things in the past can kind of stir up emotions. I hope you enjoyed my video today. I hope I leave you with some thinking, and I look forward to seeing your response to this video. Have a great night, and my friends are my power.